What's up everybody, I'm Ghastly, and today we are doing a build for the Sims 4 Werewolf pack. So of course, when I first opened the pack, I found out that Lou has no house, and he's actually not even in world, which is an absolute travesty because this channel is absolutely a Lou stan channel. We love Lou so much, and I'm using the royal we there, I guess, because it's just me. But I love Lou. He is definitely worthy of a house. Not exactly the greatest house. So the story is that Lou lives in, I don't know if it's a trailer or just like a really rundown kind of shack type place. I don't know. I'll let you guys decide. It's trailer-esque, I guess you could say. So Lou lives with Terra, who is also a werewolf, but she is also I guess in like Sims world you would call her a spellcaster, but she's just like your traditional like witch type person who happens to be a werewolf. Well, she got turned into a werewolf while she was out looking for some ingredients for a spell, and it was just this whole thing which we'll get into later, but not in this video. Basically, Terra though is the one who kind of looks after the outcast wolves, or the younger kind of more renegade type wolves. Of course, in Sims lore, we have where, you know, the kind of gardening wolf pack, and then we have the one that Lou and Rory are in. I believe they're the only two in that pack, which is kind of odd. So we're gonna fluff that out a little bit to use wolf terms there, I guess. But I'm also adding a third wolf pack into my game, which I don't know if I can do that. I haven't really looked into like the gameplay mechanics of this. I've been so busy with like the storytelling and the building stuff here that I haven't really had a chance to get into the whole mechanics of like what it is to be a werewolf. So I'm not sure if I can actually make another pack or if I have to do that like in a storytelling kind of way, but whatever, we'll get to that later. That's not even important to this video. But basically, I'm adding a third wolf pack, and they're going to be like the bad guys, because I feel like there's not really any bad guys. I mean, we have Greg, but he's kind of like a kind of bad guy, you know? I mean, he's definitely quote-unquote bad guy, but he's a little bit nicer than what I want the bad guy to be in my game, I guess. Like, I want horror movie bad guys, right? So we're adding them. And Terra kind of keeps the younger, more rebellious wolves in that pack kind of away, out of trouble when it comes to these darker, more deadly wolves. So she has picked up Lou, and we're actually going to get a lot more into Lou's backstory. I'm kind of giving him, I'm being me. I have to like make up everybody's backstory to kind of fit into the universe that I've kind of created in my Sims game. So I'm not really sure what Lou's actual backstory is, but in mine, he was in the military and he came home, and through a few things that we're not going to talk about here, spoilers, he got turned into a werewolf. And Terra kind of found him, picked him up, and now he kind of lives with her as his like adopted mom. So Lou is like 21-ish, and Terra is like 33, 34. So she's kind of like adopted mom, but not that much older than him, I guess. It's kind of like a friend mom, a from. She's a from. I don't know what I'm talking about here. But yeah, so Terra's just kind of, she looks out after him, and of course, she doesn't have that much money, of course, kind of like everybody else. They're kind of these like folk punk type characters who live out in the woods in Moonwood Mills, and not the greatest environment, not the greatest surroundings, and they kind of do with what they got. So there's a couple of places in the build where it's a little bit nicer things, but in a grungy kind of way, I guess, is what I kind of try to do with this one. Where like she's trying to really make the best of what she's got and make an environment that's like not so dark and dreary as these woods can usually be. So that's kind of what we have here. And of course, there's a few things like, there's a bunch of like smaller animals around because Lou likes to take care of those. She's a very caring kind of person in my game, but also has this like darker side, which of course is the werewolf side, which we will absolutely be getting into so much. I've got so much of a storyline made up for this. Like, I'm so excited with this pack because this is just like my kind of gameplay. And of course, we have the storytelling blog that I'm still setting up, which that one is going to be up and ready soon, hopefully. But I also do have this storyline, so I have a Twitter thread of it, which is like an abbreviated version of it, basically. And I'll put a link to that in the description. And then the longer version of that you can find in my Tumblr, on my Tumblr account, and it's called the Moonwood Mystery. because we have Hazel and Theo who are coming back to Moonwood. They used to hang out there as kids, but they're coming back to Moonwood. And of course, one of the first people that Hazel meets is Lou. So she will be spending a lot of time in this trailer because, well, you'll see. Definitely some interesting stuff going on, both with Lou and Terra, as far as it comes with Hazel, our main character of the Moonwood mystery. So, yeah, basically, that was a lot more talking than I had planned on doing for these. I like to keep these intros kind of short because I know nobody wants to listen to somebody talking through a whole speed build video. I've been trying to make both my intros and my videos a little bit shorter, but yeah, I'm wordy and I guess I'm video-y also. I don't know. But yeah, that is it for me for now, I guess. I can't really think of anything really important to add for this build. So yeah, I'll go ahead and shut up and let you watch the video, and I hope you enjoy. I will see you soon.